Hello dear students. So how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine at your home. So in previous class we were discussing the second chapter, the sound of music, and we were reading the first part one, Evelyn Glennie, listens to sound without hearing it. So in previous class I have explained first and second paragraph. So in first paragraph, it was all about that she was going to take the admission in London Royal Academy of Music, and for that she was standing. She was waiting for the train, and there it was very hodgepodge. Means it was very crowded that all people were just pushing to each other to get the train, and she was sitting silently to wait for the train, and she felt that the train was coming. And how did she feel? Because of vibration. And she was very excited and very nervous also, because it was her first day in that school. So because of that only, and it was the biggest challenge for her that she was going to become a musician, because as you know that she was deaf, she was unable to listen. It was about first paragraph and second paragraph. In second paragraph, that when she was 8 years old, as you know that it was not certain thing that it happened with her, or from her birth. It happened gradually, slowly it happened. Okay. So when she was 8 years old, she was waiting for her turn, and her name was called so many times, but she did not move. And at that moment, her mother noticed that her daughter was unable to listen. Okay, so it was the first incident that her mother understood that she was unable to listen. The second incident, that she was getting very less marks. Okay, when she was 11 years old, so her headmistress called her parents to take her to the specialist, so that you can give her proper treatment and proper care. So when they took her to the specialist, so they found that she was unable to listen. Means she lost her hearing because of nerve damage. So everything was just black before her eyes, means in front of her, means nothing was going well. So this was all about the second paragraph. Now we will start with the third paragraph. Okay. So in third paragraph, listen what happened in third paragraph. But Evelyn was not going to give up. See, by this line, we have to learn something. We never give up at any rate, at any situation. Okay. So, but Evelyn was not going to give up, as you know that she was deaf. But then also, she was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. Being a deaf child, she wanted to lead her life like a normal life, without using hearing aids, without going to deaf school. So she had decided, she was fully determined that she will lead the normal life. Okay, and she she continued with her interest in music. Okay, so what happened one day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone. It is a kind of music instrument. Okay, and here this picture is also given a xylophone. Okay, so xylophone is what? A musical instrument with a row of wooden bars of different lengths. Okay. So one day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Actually, one day what happened? She just noticed that a girl was playing xylophone. So as you know that she was very interested in music. So because of that only, she had decided that she also wanted to play the xylophone. Okay. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Fox spotted her potential. Most of the teachers dominated her, discouraged her. Instead of encouraging, they just discouraged her. They just dominated. You cannot learn. Being a deaf, how can you learn music? So these types of criticism she faced at that moment. But only one person was there, only one percussionist was there, Ron Fox. One percussionist was there, one Ron Fox. He spotted her potential. He spotted her potential means ability. He understood the ability of that girl, Ron Fox. And he began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Tune that you don't understand means here you will listen another sound, like that tune. Okay, so he began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Different notes means like I think you have a word. You have seen the drum. So many drums are there: small, big, smaller, smallest, biggest, like that. So many drums were there. So many drums are there, and the dramatists they use the stick to play that. So here he began by tuning two large drums to different notes, and he said, "Don't listen through your ears," he would say. "Try to sense it some other way." When he was tuning two drums in different notes, so he said that don't listen through your ears. Just try to feel it to another sense. Says Evelyn. Suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum from the west up and the lower one from the west down. And here Evelyn Glennie says when she was asked to sense it, not listen it. When Ron Fox tuned two drums, so he said that you just feel it, you just sense it, not listen or hear it. So Evelyn Glennie says at this that she could feel the higher drum from the west up, okay, and the lower one, lower down, okay, west down. Fox repeated the exercise, and Ron Fox, he just repeated the exercise. Okay, he repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. And soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. And soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. Before that, she just sensed it, the large drum from west up and the lower one west down. Okay, and then she said that she discovered that what she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. Different parts of her body means you can understand when you listen music, so you just feel it from different parts of the body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. She said what? I had learned to open my mind, and after that only, she learned how to open her mind and how to feel the sound, the vibrations, okay? And after that, after the success of her, it was all about her determination and hard work. So this was all about the paragraph number 3. Now we will see the paragraph number 4. So in paragraph number 4, she never looked back from that point onwards. So it is said all about her that she never looked back. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances, and at the end of her 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. Listen, what happened in the fourth paragraph. She never looked back from the point onwards. When she was just taking the step of success, when she was just climbing the stairs of what success. So at that time, she never looked back. Nobody will know. And she also, and being a deaf child, being a deaf person, she did not look back. She did not look back, and she just posed. She went on. Okay, she toured. She toured the United Kingdom with the youth orchestra. Orchestra is what? It is a group of singers, musicians, and guitarists. So many people who just play them, who just belong to music only. So she toured. Means she had been so many places, United Kingdom with the youth orchestra, and by the time she was like 16. So when she was 16 years old, so she had gone different parts of the world, and she toured United Kingdom also. So with the orchestra group, she was not going alone, but she had decided to make musical life. But she had decided that music will be her life only. Music will be her life only. And she audition means what? Give a short performance that the director could decide whether she was good enough or not. Okay. So she auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. She auditioned also, and it was the history of that school. It was the history of that school that she was the first person that who scored the highest marks in audition, being a deaf person. Can you think about it? Being a deaf person, how can a person get highest marks? But she got it. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performance. So gradually means slowly, step by step. Before that, she was working in a group. But now she was working alone, solo performance alone. Okay. So gradually, she just moved to what? Move orchestral to solo performance. Means she was giving solo performance. So at the end of a 3-year course, so it was 3-year course. So when the course was going to complete, so what she achieved? At the end of a 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. So she captured most of the 3 top awards. Now you can understand, being a deaf child, how a person can get it, but she got it. Now let's see the 5th paragraph. Okay. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. Means whatever she did in her life, it was not heroic. Means somebody gave blessings and somebody have done miracle. Not like that. It was her hard work. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. This statement she said. She says that if you work hard and you know very well is where you are going, so definitely you will get there. You will be there. And she got right to the top. The world's most sought after multi-percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and hectic international schedule. And she got right to the top. Means she was not here, she was top, because she knew where she was going and she was doing hard work also. The world's most sought after percussionist with a mastery of some thousand instruments, and she collected thousands instruments and hectic international schedule, and she was busy with a hectic schedule. With the hectic schedule means she was not free. She engaged with some program. Okay. So now let's see the paragraph number 6. It is intriguing. Intriguing means fascinating and curious. Fascinating and curious. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. Yes, definitely. If a person cannot listen anything, cannot hear anything, and that person is playing music, so definitely it will be very exciting moment. It will be very excited thing to watch it. And it was, and definitely we will be very curious. Also, we can also means we are also curious to watch her, that how she plays. So in our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. Now it was means interview was going on. Okay. So here what he said, in our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. You know what? A deaf person understand the others' language, others' thinking, others' words by reading her or his lip. Means with the help of lip reading, that deaf person can understand that what others are speaking. Okay. So here, so it was 2-hour discussion, but she did not miss a single word. Men with bushy beards give me trouble. She laughed. But she laughed. She laughed means men with bushy beard means she could not see the lip of that man who is having a bushy beard. So it is difficult for her to understand him, means his language. It is not just watching the lips. It is the whole face, especially the eyes. Means bushy beard means what? It is not only about the reading lips, it is all about the reading of face, means what is the expression of that people, what the people wants to say. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. Scottish lilt means a way of speaking, and flawlessly means without a fault or mistake. Fluency, okay, without doing any mistake. She speaks very flawlessly, means very clearly. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. Scottish lilt means Scottish language, without doing any mistake. My speech is clear. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. Actually, if she was deaf since her birth only, so anyone can understand that she was unable to listen, but she was totally deaf when she was 11 years old. So because of that only, she said when she was 11 years old, so till then only she could hear, and her speech was very clear. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. But it doesn't matter how she learned. But it doesn't matter means how she learned, what she learned, French and basic Japanese. Being a deaf person, she learned music. Being a deaf person, she speaks without doing any mistake. That Scottish language, and she learned French, she learned Japanese also. Can you imagine that these types of people are very talented? She's very talented, and she shows here also. So here I have explained paragraph number 3, 4, 5, 6. So in next class we'll see the rest paragraph 7, 8, 9, 10. So I hope that you have understood all that paragraphs. Okay. So if you have any doubt, anything, you can just rewind your videos and just watch it again and again. You can understand it. Okay. and you can go through the YouTube also. YouTube means if you want to see that Evelyn Glennie, so many videos are there about Evelyn Glennie, how she plays, and so means what is the instrument that she used to play. You can watch it there. Okay, so thank you so much, dear students.